Hey, welcome back everyone, General Tony here, coming back with a brand new COC episode, and welcome my friends to something slightly different on the channel. So basically, from time to time, we like to switch up the content and talk about, possibility of new updates, guys, different leaks, and a variety of different things. And that is what we're going to be doing in today's first episode of the day. We are going to be specifically talking about the future of this game, its current state, and where I personally see it heading over the next year or so and beyond, if it's still around. So we're going to start this off, guys, by giving my unbiased opinion, my speculation, what I expect to see by Christmas, what I expect to see by next year, and as I said, if it's not in the graveyard, what I expect to see by 2018, 19, etc, etc. So we are going to cover Town Hall 12. I know it's a big one, guys. Town Hall 12, we're going to cover new hero possibilities, troops, defenses, and all the other features that you would love to see inside of your, well, pretty much, maybe your favorite mobile game. So the beautiful thing about these videos, guys, is not me talking. The most beautiful thing about this is you can all go down below in that comment section and interact with each other. So this is what I'm going to say. By the end of this episode, I want every single one of you to go down below and comment one thing, just one thing, not that you want in the game, just one thing that you would expect to see over the next year. So by the end of the video, guys, make sure you do that. If you see anything else you like, drop a like on it so every one of us can see. So here we go. This is going to be my honest opinion, my speculation, the current state of COC, where I see it heading, and what I expect to see over the next year. Now, this entire video is going to be based upon the last year's updates we received from Supercell. So basically, all the updates we received over the last year, I'm going to kind of mirror them and see where the game is heading. As I said, if it's not in the graveyard by next Christmas, hopefully not even by this Christmas, then I will also speculate what to see after the year of 2017. So here we go. We're going to start off big, guys. We're going to go straight into the Christmas update, which is coming, hopefully just around the corner. Now, it is currently November 11th, 2016. If we go back to last year, we received the Town Hall 11 and the Eagle Artillery Grand Warden update. I believe it was some date around December 7th. I'm not really 100% sure about that, but I believe it was the first week of December. Now, hopefully, if that is mirrored, then we should be receiving the new Christmas update within the next 3 to 4 weeks. So fingers crossed, guys. If you do want to see the Christmas update, make sure you smack a like on this video. Hopefully, Supercell can actually see this and implement some cool changes. So I said I wasn't going to be biased, and I said I was going to be honest, so I'm going to stick to that. What do I expect to see in the Christmas update in the next few weeks? To be honest, guys, I expect to see one of the worst updates we've had in this game for a long time. When I say worst updates, I mean in terms of new features coming into the game. In my personal opinion, if you look back at the last year, apart from the Town Hall 11 update, if you look back at the last year of this game, all Supercell have ever tried to do is balance it out. Now, that balance can come in different forms. You can get balance changes in terms of nerfing troops. You can even get balance changes in terms of new defenses to try and, balance out the attack. And that is all Supercell have been doing over the last year. They have been in this bubble where the game has been so unbalanced. I think they've actually focused on Clash Royale instead because they can't seem to fix COC. So taking all of that into consideration, what do I expect to see in the Christmas update over the next couple of weeks? Well, you're not going to believe this, guys, but I don't expect to see a lot. Once again, I honestly think it's going to be another balance change update. For one, I definitely do not think we're going to get a new troop. I know we all wanted a new troop, another new troop. I mean, you can't go wrong with a new troop. It's just something amazing to be added into the game, but I don't really think that's going to happen. I can't see Supercell doing that. What I expect to see are some minor balance changes, possibly some small features, guys. There is no way I would ever expect to see anything huge like a new hero or even another new defense. When I say new defense, I mean new defense like the bomb tower or the Eagle Artillery. I don't mean old defenses just increased in numbers like Archer towers. That's always a possibility. What I also expect to see 100%, I think we are going to get a level 9 air defense. I think that's going to come. A level 7 air sweeper. The reason why? Because every single person inside of the Titans League is using air attacks. Not only are they using air attacks, but the majority of them can actually 3-star the Town Hall 11 bases using air attacks. I don't know how it's possible because I suck with air, but believe it or not, guys, air attacks are a huge thing now since the last update in the higher leagues, and I believe Supercell is going to try and, nerf them to try and balance it out again. But once they nerf them, air attacks are then going to, just like before, become completely useless and everyone's going to go back to ground. Then the update after that, they're going to, nerf ground again like they did the miners. The miners are completely rendered useless right now. No one uses the miners because they suck so damn bad. So I believe in the next year, Supercell are going to buff the ground troops, then they're going to buff the air troops, then they're going to nerf the air troops, then they're going to nerf the ground troops, and then it's going to go in that cycle, and then in a year's time, the game is going to be in a graveyard. Hopefully that doesn't happen though. So, Christmas update, I also expect to see the shipwreck, guys. A shipwreck, for those of you that don't know what it is, it's basically a boat which comes into your water, goes out and collects some loot, and brings it back to your little workers. Now, that was actually an update leaked by Chief Spencer, and the reason why I believe that is going to come into the game, I was actually looking at the grossing apps, guys, inside the top grossing apps inside of the world right now, and believe it or not, COC used to be the top one by quite a long way. Now it's way down below Clash Royale, Pokemon Go, and all those other big games. And in order to keep this game alive, Supercell is going to give one last ditch attempt, and that is going to be the form of a ship, guys. Now, what this ship is going to do, apparently, is go out and collect you loot. Now, the good thing about this is, it's going to be great for the Town Hall levels, which are lower, like Town Hall 5, 6, 7, 8, even Town Hall 9, because it's going to allow you to upgrade your base quicker, and hopefully catch up to the higher Town Hall levels, like 10 and 11. And then, obviously, this is going to keep people in the game. So, as I said, guys, no real major changes coming this Christmas, possibly some minor ones, and the shipwreck, which is, not really something amazing. It's awesome, it's different, it's unique, but it's not really going to, switch up the diversity of the gameplay in a massive way. Now, please remember, I said this is going to be my honest, unbiased opinion. Do not get me wrong, I would love to see 10 new troops added into the game this Christmas, but it just, in my opinion, isn't going to happen. I really don't see it happening, guys. So now we're going to get onto some juicy information that you actually want to hear about, and then we're going to start with Town Hall 12. So do I think there is going to be a Town Hall 12 added into the game? Hand on my heart, I've got my hand on my heart right now. I believe if this game is around by the middle of 2018, we will see Town Hall 12. But I honestly do not think this game is going to be around that long. Now, the reason why I'm saying this, I'm going to actually be a little bit more than just my opinion here. Let's talk about some facts for a second. The game itself was the top grossing app of all time on iOS and Android. It was pulling an average of about $1.5 to $2 million a day, and that wasn't even update days. That was just a standard day in the world of COC. Right now, this current day, today, the game is making between $350,000 and $450,000 a day, whereas Clash Royale, just on iOS, is making about $2 million a day. So you can see there is a huge comparison, and at the end of the day, this is all a business. Supercell is a business. They want to grow. They want to grow as a company. They want to possibly bring out new games in the next year or so. So I'm guessing this game is going to take a back seat pretty damn quickly, and I can expect to see the updates just decreased. Not only decreased in terms of what we receive every update, but I expect the updates themselves to actually slowly fade away. And then next year, guys, you never know, there could be no more COC by Christmas, but hopefully that doesn't happen. So Town Hall 12, yeah, I would expect to see it if the game is still around. Obviously, if the game's still around for 10 years, there's probably going to be Town Hall 13, 14, and 15, so you never know. Now, new heroes, this is going to be a thing that could actually keep the game alive. If we receive a variety of different heroes, maybe the option to choose only one or two to take into a battle, that would be pretty cool, guys. Just like the amount of legendary cards that Clash Royale seems to keep getting, why can't we get a variety of different heroes? You're not necessarily allowed to take every single one into battle. Maybe you have the option to choose. Variety is always going to keep games alive, guys. Updates are crucial, and without them, the game is just going to die. So I would love to see an update incorporating possibility of a couple new heroes, which would be awesome, and I'm sure it would make Supercell a lot of dollar. So to close off this episode, let's just be honest with each other. This game is never going to go back to its heydays. Its heydays are long gone. I would say its heydays was actually the month or the year that I downloaded it, 2014. So 2014, I believe it had something crazy like 35 million daily or weekly players, which is insane. That was like verging on Pokemon Go's numbers, and Pokemon Go was huge. So yeah, I really don't see it, ever going back to that. Hopefully Supercell bring out a new game which is, similar to COC in a way, very different to Clash Royale. But as I said, guys, the heydays are over. I know so many of us, including myself, have put in millions, well, not millions, but hundreds and thousands of hours of gameplay. And at the end of the day, it's all going to be washed away when the game does die. But you can always have it sitting there on your phone inside of the app. You can always go and click on it when you're 60 years old and say, you know what? I'm proud of that moment. I put a lot of time and effort, and that got me to where I am in life. Homeless, living on the street because Supercell stole all my money. Alright guys, so we are going to end this episode here. Leave a like down below if you have enjoyed it. This is just, a little bit different. I will see you very shortly in a couple of hours' time. Have a great evening, guys. Peace out.